Do you know that about 22 million Americans visit chiropractors every year? And of those people, about 35% are seeking relief from back pain, from accidents, sports injuries, and from muscle strains. Here with me now to talk about why chiropractic care is so very important for our health is Dr. Chris Eulo of Eulo Chiropractic Center. Welcome, Dr. Eulo.
Nice to see you.
Great for you to be here. Now, you have props, but before we get into props, you have this incredibly comprehensive evaluation that really impressed me when people come in to your center and they're seeking care. Can you describe to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so when someone will come into the office, it's kind of funny. Some people think you can just kind of work on them right away or expect that sometimes.
They want it, right?
They want that. But before you get started, you have to go through the history, the consultation, find out their problems. After that, we'll do range of motion studies to see how flexible they are, orthopedic tests, neurological tests, reflex testing, sensory, motor testing.
So all these tests can be done, are done in the office, and they're done by you, right?
They're done by me.
Okay.
So that gives us, and then from that point on, we determine on what type of x-rays you need, if you need x-rays, or if it's that bad, if you need to get an MRI. So all that, the visit basically is so that I can find out how I'm going to take care of you and really what type of care you're going to need.
Which is important because you don't just want to manipulate or crack bones, as some people say,
right,
without really knowing what's going on.
Right, and that's the whole idea behind that, doing the comprehensive history and the consultation and the exam, ruling out on the x-ray studies that there's no contraindications for chiropractic care.
Now, most people know that chiropractic care is good for, like we talked about, sports injuries, for something going on with your neck or your back, but it's also for so much more. Headaches, what else have people come to you for?
Well, the top three is usually headaches, neck pain, and back pain. It's usually what I take care of.
Right.
But you have people with extremity issues and carpal tunnel, sciatic pain, foot numbness, hand numbness, the typical type of chiropractic cases. But you also can have people that have other issues, digestive issues, asthma.
So I know, because I believe in chiropractic care and I've been doing that for so long, but how does that work with, like you say, digestive issues? I mean, I know you have props. Do they help?
Yeah, so basically, I just picked this prop up just to show you. Like,
so show us.
The basic in chiropractic is if a joint is locked, chiropractors usually unlock it.
Right.
All right, so if there's pressure on a nerve or things are misaligned, it will look something like this. So we always say red is bad. You can see that.
So that red light, so how do you see that when you don't see a red light blinking on somebody's spine?
Sure, it's through the palpation, the examination,
Okay,
the
so
x-ray exam, everything all comprehensive,
right,
to figure out where we're going to fix. And then when we do take care of you, the objective is to go from, the red light, back to green. So basically, someone will come in and say, I have this bad shoulder pain or this bad arm pain. And a lot of people told me they wanted to cut their arms off.
Ouch. That's severe.
It's very severe. However, after we did the exam, I found out most of it was related to their neck, because the nerves in their neck go down into their shoulder and down into their hands.
So in terms of digestion, though, because everything's related to the spine, so how do you help somebody with digestive issues?
Typically, a lot of that's going to be, first of all, we would talk about diet, obviously, first and foremost, and that kind of stuff, and food allergies or intolerances and stuff. But from a chiropractic standpoint, usually the mid-back, the thoracic spine, or the cervical spine, if they're out of line, those nerves that go out to the stomach and feed, to make the stomach work, are locked up. We unlock those joints pretty much to help that nerve flow.
Now, you also, when 9/11 happened, you actually went to New York, you volunteered your time, and you worked with firemen and police. What was going on at the time? What did you experience?
That was top experience probably for my chiropractic career.
Why?
Because it was just about helping people. I didn't have to worry about any other thing but helping. And I do that now, but you have other administrative things to worry about and that kind of stuff. When I was down there, we'd ask some questions, go into a little bit of the history with them and take care of them.
But you had to do it on the fly,
and I did it right
too.
there.
Right.
Yep, I did it, and we took care of a bunch of people that day, and it was very rewarding for me.
And you helped a lot of people.
Helped a lot of people that day, and they asked me to come back, but I couldn't take another day off. So.
Well, but you volunteered then, so thank you so much for that. That was an important time.
Yeah.
Also, you do something for weight loss that seems to be incredibly Well, I'm going to say severe. It's not severe, but it's a whole purification process. Tell us about that, because there are lots of people who want to look for alternative ways of losing weight.
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a weight loss,
Okay.
but it is basically used for weight loss. And there's a couple other things I want to talk about with that. But it's a purification plan. It's a 21-day plan where we take away basically lots of things that are causing you to become toxic. And we get toxicities from lots of things, from pollution to the stuff we eat to the stuff in our house, all that. But basically what I try and do with people is just get them away from a lot of crazy stuff that they're eating, lots of processed foods.
What they're putting in their system that they can control.
So we get them off of the wheat, we get them off of dairy, sodas, processed foods, anything like that. And for 21 days, you're just eating all whole foods and vegetables.
So are people excruciated by this, or do they
No,
they make it through the 21-day program?
They do, and they thank me a lot afterwards. We've had some great results with this. It's not easy. It's not necessarily hard. If you can eat vegetables and fruit, you're there. I mean, and then after 10 days, we're allowed to add some different types of meat, like chicken and fish and stuff like that, in addition to the salads you're eating. Lots of success stories. Lots of people lost a lot of weight. Most people kept all the weight off. And more importantly, when we did their cardiac profile and we looked at their cholesterol before and after, dramatic changes. LDLs all the way down. Cholesterol dropped. People off medication.
Wow.
And they stick with it. So I try and teach them a new way of eating and a new way of living.
And of living. Thank you so much, Dr. Eulo. You're so full of wonderful advice, and you help so many people. Bless you.
Great.
Thanks. Ahead, she's the author of Cosmic Headphone, an uncommon novel. When we return, we'll talk with Ann Preciado Rich, so stay tuned.